Yo, what up? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from Yekaterinburg, Russia. Early in the morning. For some reason I couldn't sleep that long, so I'm awake. Drinking tea with my pinky up, being classy. Classy. And today I woke up in the morning reading the news. Reading the news on the computer. Now, first of all, you guys know I don't just read the news and just believe the things I read. I kind of just read it to see what's kind of going on in the world, and I'll try to decide using other sources which thing I read in this article is true or not. So if I see it in this article, and this article, it's probably true. It's probably more true than something you just see one time in one article if you see it in a bunch of articles. But still, you know, I just really don't trust the news. I just read it to get a basic idea of what's going on, but I almost never trust their details, right? So they say there's a war going on over here. Okay, I'm pretty sure I believe there's a war. Then they're like, it's this person's fault. That's when I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, that's when I'm just reading for fun or entertainment purposes. Now today, I noticed one of the most trending names on Google. One of the most trending names on Google. Google. Was I'm trying to find another fucking thing for it. On Google was Vladimir Putin. And I rarely ever read about him because, you know, I don't like reading about presidents or something like that because this is Western news. Like, I read the Western news more than I read the Eastern news. So I mean, like European and America. But there's an article I read, this is from the West, that was kind of good about Putin. And that was just like, wow, you know, they're saying a lot of good things about him. This things I never heard before. And this is what they're basically saying. This is one article from theguardian.com. And they're like, Vladimir Putin warns over rise of neo-Nazism before Serbia visit. Now, I've been to Serbia. I did not like that shit. And rise of neo-Nazism in Serbia, hell fucking yeah. But Serbia kind of looks like it's dying, man. Like, it didn't look too good. When I was in Serbia, I forgot the name of the part of Serbia I was in. I forgot, but it didn't look too good, you know. And some people may say, oh, that's because of America. I don't give a damn what you blame. I'm just saying it doesn't look too good. But this article says that Russian president to attend military parade commemorating 70th anniversary of Belgrade's liberation from Nazi occupation. And basically what this article has two quotes from Vladimir Putin. And this is from the West. Remember, the West doesn't like Vladimir Putin. But this is one from him. And it says, unfortunately, the vaccine against the Nazi virus developed at the Nuremberg trials is losing its effectiveness in some European countries. A clear sign of this trend is open manifestation of neo-Nazism, which have become common in Latvia and other Baltic states. Putin told Politika, according to the earlier excerption published by blah, blah, blah. Then the other quote was, today, our common goal is to counter the glorification of Nazism, firmly counter attempts to revive the results of World War II, and consequently fight any forms and manifestations of racism, xenophobia, aggressive nationalism, and chauvinism. Now, what's funny is that, first of all, what if he said that? That's really good. But let me tell you something. Americans are going to read that and say, where's homophobia? I mean, I know homophobia is not funny. But, you know, they're like, where's homophobia? He's not talking about homophobia. Yeah, but hey, like I tell you guys, Russia is on its own time with that whole homosexual thing, I'll tell you. But this is interesting because this is from the West. So, what I hear from a lot of Russian people is that within the last, like, 5-6 years, the whole neo-Nazism has gone down. You know, you can't tell me that. I get messages from neo-Nazis every day. But maybe that's true. But what's interesting is I said something when I was in Ukraine. Now, I'm not trying to say Ukraine is a neo-Nazi state or something. I was saying something when I left Ukraine. Now, this kind of thing, if Vladimir Putin kind of makes this very public, and he says it in English maybe, and lets the world hear him saying it, and let the world see him doing things to combat this stuff, he will become popular worldwide. What I mean by popular, I mean like world loved. Because the vast majority of the West would love anyone who does something like that, period. You know what I mean? So when I went to Ukraine and I saw the ultra-nationalists, the first thing I said was, oh, this wasn't good. That's not a good look for Ukraine at all. Terrible look for Ukraine. Especially because right now, America and Ukraine's relationships are getting closer. If that ultra-nationalist red and black flag stuff like keeps going up, becoming more popular, that's going to make America look bad for associating with them so much and make Putin look better because he's fighting against that stuff. we're going to look like the Hitler. You know, everyone's like, oh, this guy's Hitler, this guy's Hitler. But we're eventually going to look like the Hitler. Now that Putin's out and talking about, yeah, you know, we're going to get these guys, if he makes it public that he's taking care of all the neo-Nazis in his country first, that would be a crazy move. Because no one would expect Putin to do something like that. At least around the world, we don't see him as someone who's fighting racism. We see him as an emotionless, don't give a shit about anybody kind of guy. You know, that's how we see him around the world. That's how he's seen on average. But if he comes out and starts making it known to the world that, hey, he's fighting this racism, any neo-Nazis in my country is going to get it, and any neo-Nazis in any countries in which I have a hand in is going to get it, he will become way more popular around the world. Because when I read this from the West, you know, I was very impressed. But now to the thing with Ukraine. I'm not trying to say that Ukraine, like I said before, is a big neo-Nazi state, but I understand they're upset about things that happen, but ultra-nationalism, when the world has their eyes on you, is finished. Let me explain something to all the neo-Nazis who watch my videos. I tried to explain this before, but you lost. You lost. Let me explain this. It happened already. Everybody saw that episode before. We saw World War II. We saw Pride of World War II. We saw that episode before. It's time for a new act. Coming up, Hitler saluting, saying, only our people, we're the superior race. We've seen this before. It's not gonna work. I know the new way to take over the world. I know it. And I've said it before, the new way to take over the world. There is a new way to take over the world. There is. It's not serious yelling and screaming. We've seen that already, people. We've seen it. We saw it already. The new way to take over the world is with a smile. Trust me. The new way to take over the world is with a smile. If you're the kind of person who has some crazy issues and you want to take over the world and you want to rule the world, you got to have a smile on your face and you have to be kind. The old way is over. Hitler ruined that for maybe another 2,000 years. You have to have a smile. You have to be trustworthy. You have to seem kind, charismatic, caring, loving, humorous. And then once you get all that power, showing your smile and your humor and your kindness, then you got them, nigga. Then you got them. But all this ultra-national shit, and black people too, because we don't have, I can't call them ultra-nationalists, but in America we have like these black Israelite people, and they're like the worst. You know, black people, we have them too. They're like the worst. In like, not Israel, in New York and all over America, they just yell at white people in the street saying white people are like dead bodies and all this stupid stuff. You know, we have it too. And whenever I see these dudes, I'm just like, excuse my language, I just say, y'all niggas are stupid. You know, I just keep walking. They're just really, really stupid. I even have a video, and hopefully I'll put the link here somewhere, where they try to yell at this Asian guy and say he's stupid or whatever because he's Chinese, and the Chinese guy spits in his face. It was awesome. I might leave the link right here. So that's really it. Now, I guess that's all I really have to say, but wow, this is very interesting. You know, I've never heard anything like this about Vladimir Putin, but if this is going to be his thing, he's going to make this like the forefront of what he's about with the world, he's definitely going to become more popular, and that's going to be really good for Russia in many, many ways. So let's see how he plays it, because I never knew this stuff before, and I'm out. Later. Oh, wait, and one more thing. How the hell are you pro-Russian, Russian nationalist, and you a neo-Nazi? I've always wanted to fucking know how that's possible. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Somebody explain this to me. Because I've been in Russia and I've seen many like swastikas and stuff on the wall. 88, what does 88 mean? It means Hail Hitler. And this stuff is in Russia from pro-Russian people. Somebody gotta explain that to me. Even Putin doesn't like you. Somebody, I know we say Putin's name funny in New York. You know, in America a lot of us say Putin, but I know. Explain that. Even your own president doesn't like you and he's out to get you. So somebody explain this to me. How are you a neo-Nazi and you love Hitler when you're a pro-Russian nationalist? And don't be racist. And by the way, the don't be racist guy, he's doing good, just in case you guys care. I'll just finish this video off a little bit about the Don't Be Racist guy. The Don't Be Racist guy is from Kaliningrad. Right now, you know, he's looking for a job and stuff. So if anybody wants to hire someone who's not racist, let me know. I have someone out there in Kaliningrad who's looking for a job. And that's basically it, people. Just listen to the music and the video is over.